that energy. Let's keep it going. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is BYP, young, smart, and rich, Bodhi, young Prodigy.
BYP is in the building. Bodhi, young Prodigy, is here live at the FSW Arena.
At the ripe age of 16, Bodhi, young Prodigy, if you can believe it, has been wrestling professionally for 7 years, the better part of a decade, starting his squared circle journey.
And
at 9 years old.
From Newburgh, New York, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the JCW Heavyweight Champion and one half of the GCW Tag Team Champions, the East Coast Ace and the Cloud Cutter. This is Jordan Oliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, the East Coast Ace, you see it plastered on the shirt. He dorns down to ringside. GCW Tag Team Champion himself, current JCW World Champion, reigning over 100 days as JCW World Champion, Jordan Oliver.
Almost took Diana out here.
Oliver is fired up here tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I gotta tell you, gentlemen, I have a lot of respect for the heart, for the tenacity of a 16-year-old stepping into a professional wrestling ring and doing so at such the level which BYP has thus far. But BYP might be in for a rude awakening against Jordan Oliver.
I do wonder if Jordan looks at Bodhi, young Prodigy, and maybe sees a reflection of himself a decade or so younger. Because not too long ago, I can remember Jordan Oliver being in Bodhi's shoes, and underweight, inexperienced kid with a dream and a whole lot of passion, and since then has transformed himself into, for my money, I know it's a bold claim, the best truly independent professional wrestler on the scene today.
Castle, I have to ask you, if Bodhi Young Prodigy can find a way to overcome the likes of Jordan Oliver in this matchup, would that make him the best independent wrestler in your mind?
Well, a certain nature boy once said that in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. And I don't think that sentiment has ever rung truer than it would here tonight in the FSW Arena.
We're going to see if Bodhi Young Prodigy has what it takes, but I got to tell you, like I said earlier, I have to commend the 16-year-old in-ring competitor who is willing to step to the likes of the East Coast Ace, knowing what he has accomplished in his career, knowing the types of talent who he's been facing week in and week out.
Enoch, let me ask you a question. What were you doing when you were 16 years old? Because something tells me it wasn't wrestling the very best independent professional wrestler in the world today on a stage like the Blackjack Rumble.
I actually was a wrestler.
Yes.
At 15 years old, I started.
At the level of Bodhi Young Prodigy.
That is without question, I guess.
Okay.
You know what? You make me flustered. Don't talk to me.
Well, it seems like Jordan Oliver making Bodhi Young Prodigy a little flustered as he sends him into the corner, but it's BYP using his athleticism to evade.
Yeah, you might be calling a spade a little early, Castle, because BYP, look at this beautiful lucha arm drag. Trying to go for the chop, but the hands are interlocked tonight. BYP up to the top. You'll notice the lucha influence from Bodhi Young Prodigy.
Wow. Floating like a feather and indeed stinging like a bee is BYP.
Paying dividends here tonight for Bodhi Young Prodigy, and I think we're starting to see it a little bit right now. The East Coast Ace getting just a wee bit frustrated.
You gotta wonder, Jordan Oliver with a very busy schedule, one of the busiest in all of independent wrestling. Do you think maybe he saw that he was facing off against a 16-year-old and said, it's going to be an easy night at the office, it's going to be a clean clench?
Absolutely. You saw him come out here, he was slapping fans' hands, trying to get them behind him, but now he's realizing these people are losers.
They're losers because they're rallying behind Bodhi Young Prodigy?
Absolutely. They have bad taste, just like you. just like that jacket.
Well, it is not about me. It is about Jordan Oliver and Bodhi Young Prodigy. And I really seriously think, Walker, that the former has underestimated the latter.
That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, but Jordan Oliver has made a history, much like BYP, of overcoming the odds, and it's going to be very interesting to see who has the greater odds of winning in this contest. It seems as though right now it is Jordan Oliver.
Well, talk about being the man in order to beat the man. Jordan Oliver with a little strut of his own. Woo!
And Oliver knows exactly what he's doing inside that squared circle, trying to frustrate the younger and more emotional Bodhi Young Prodigy.
We saw that before the match even began, making Bodhi wait, delaying the start of his entrance music.
Fantastic. Love it.
At a certain point, you have to question, what if Jordan Oliver doesn't want to wrestle Bodhi Young Prodigy?
Well, he has no choice. It's either wrestle Bodhi Young Prodigy or be counted out, and I don't think Jordan Oliver wants an L in his column at an event the caliber of the Blackjack Rumble.
I will say, Jordan Oliver, current one half of the GCW Tag Team Champions, with none other than, I believe, a newly 18-year-old Nick Wayne, someone else who at one point in time had stepped into the shoes of that of BYP, being a 16-year-old young professional ahead of the game.
That absolutely has to give Jordan Oliver an experience. He's traveled the roads with Nick Wayne, co-champion, partner, and brother. I think he's picked the brains of Nick Wayne. They picked each other's brains. It's given him somewhat of an edge, at least, against BYP here.
Knowing what is in the mindset of your opponent is one of the hardest things to do. But BYP
flying off of his chest.
You do see that indeed. But Enoch, do you see this? Great awareness of the body for Jordan Oliver. And BYP, I mean, he might have suffered significant damage to that arm castle.
Yeah, I mean, that arm is so tantamount to so much of his offense. We both call BYP matches. We've seen it time and time again. Oliver knows this, trying to neutralize that extremity.
Jordan Oliver, oh, you see it right now, trying to target the limbs of Bodhi Young Prodigy. That left arm very well could have snapped off of that maneuver.
Pull it off. Get us a souvenir.
Referee Cody checking on him. Referee's discretion here. One of the best in the game.
Yes.
Bodhi Young Prodigy lifted him up and down.
Did you see he hammerlocked that arm to cause even more pressure on that tiny 16-year-old?
Listen, Jordan Oliver is cerebral. He goes for the
Hold
cover.
on a minute, the cover once again, 2 count there, says our official.
He truly is a thinking man's wrestler. I feel like for a very long time there was this misconception, this perception of Jordan Oliver as somewhat of a flippy-do, a high flyer. He really cared about the frills more than he did the substance in terms of his professional wrestling. But Jordan Oliver has a mind for this business as well as anyone else I've ever seen. And it's paying off here as he wears down BYP.
BYP shots to the sternum of Jordan Oliver, rolling through now as Bodhi Young Prodigy going for the drop kick. Oliver evading, and it's back and forth between both men.
Oliver going for that signature Yakuza kick here.
Oliver, you notice,
His arms.
but you notice trying to hook the top rope. Bodhi Young Prodigy just injured that left arm even further.
An arm drag is usually such a, I don't want to say it's a simple wrestling move. All wrestling moves hurt. It is a deathly sport, but I mean, not necessarily as devastating as, say, the clout cutter, but I mean here, perhaps a game ender, perhaps a difference maker here for Jordan Oliver. You see how Bodhi just collapsed after that last arm drag.
Bodhi needs to just give up. He needs to lay down there. He needs to know his place. He is not in the same league.
Look at the way that Jordan Oliver is applying the torque, not only to the left arm, but also the left shoulder. A possibly injured clavicle here for BYP, but trying to get the head scissors applied. Cover 1 count.
Yeah, Bodhi has got to be careful while trying to escape this hold, and he's not accidentally get himself counted out here.
1, 2. Jordan, I got to tell you, I'm starting to fear a little bit for Bodhi Young Prodigy. I mean, at a certain point, you have to think about the longevity of your career. And he's
another arm drag on that injured limb. Excuse me, Walker.
You're good. He's barely moving that left arm. He's barely able to function. Writhing in pain is Bodhi Young Prodigy.
And it sounds corny, but it bears repeating. Bodhi Young Prodigy is a growing boy. His body has not fully developed. So it talks about your future and talks about, quote unquote, living to fight another day. You have to be extra considerate as your body is going through these changes.
He's not just trying to live to fight another day, he's trying to live to make it through junior year, Jordan Castle. Bodhi Young Prodigy still has a lot more life left to live, and he cannot let this left arm injury or this matchup cost him that.
Bodhi Young Prodigy went for the strike there, perhaps out of instinct, and you heard the scream. You saw him grab that arm.
Oh, step up enziguri there for BYP.
And even on the kick, even when he decided to go for his feet instead, he still landed on those arms, still landed on those elbows.
Incredible, the whippersnapper into the cover, 2. Only a 2 count. BYP still has a lot more to do if he wants to put down the JCW World Champion.
Even with that maneuver, I sound like a broken record. He had to hook the neck of Jordan Oliver with the arms. There is simply no way to be a professional wrestler without putting those arms to use.
How's he going to climb the ropes with one arm? How is that even smart?
And just like this, he might be a little overzealous in doing so, though, gentlemen.
And so has been the story of BYP's career. Making it to the top, hoping a big risk leads to a big reward, but instead getting crotched at the top.
Oliver trying to call for the end, and maneuvers such as that, Jordan, it's going to most definitely knock the wind out of you, to say the least, if you're BYP.
Oh, it is Jordan Oliver, absolutely methodical in his pace, slowing things down to where he is comfortable.
This is starting to break down here.
It's honestly starting to get a little uncomfortable seeing Oliver just dissect BYP. And we're back on that top rope, we're back in superplex position. But Jordan, just a little too methodical, spent a little too much time.
BYP rolling through it. Oh, catching the boot of Jordan Oliver.
Yakuza kick well, one too many times.
Kick to the side of the skull for Bodhi Young Prodigy to Jordan Oliver. This is a moment for Bodhi Young Prodigy to prove that he belongs here. He belongs on the main stage of the Blackjack Rumble. The cover and a 2 count.
16 years old, are you kidding me?
Did you guys see that? Bodhi Young Prodigy using Oliver as a stepping stone for a foot stomp, for that extra elevation. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Just like this, Bodhi back in this thing, perhaps on adrenaline load, muscling his way through those neutralized arms.
This is our semi-main event of the evening. Still to come, the Blackjack Battle Royal. However, you gotta notice this is a very layered contest. A lot going on here. Jordan Oliver with that experience advantage. Bodhi Young Prodigy also hosting that young age, the immaturity, the emotional nature, so to speak. Not to mention that left arm, which Bodhi is trying to put to good use, but it's very difficult for him right now.
I don't understand the logic in using his hurt arm. Aren't we all ambidextrous?
That's not true. Also, Enoch, I think it bears repeating that Bodhi is running on instinct. He's not as experienced a wrestler as Jordan Oliver. He has to rely on those fundamentals in a much different way, and it's coming to haunt him here.
It's a slugfest here tonight at the FSW Arena, folks. The Blackjack Rumble still underway.
Still to come in our main event, the Blackjack Battle Royal, 21 entrants. And it seems like we might be getting there quicker than I thought, as Jordan Oliver just careening BYP down to the canvas.
Monstrous forearm, jeez.
That golden left hook from Jordan Oliver.
Oliver looking for the kill shot here, perhaps.
Bodhi is on wobbly legs, barely capable of functioning. Oliver out of the corner, and BYP gets the boots up. Oliver is rocked right now.
Bodhi's clutching at the neck here.
The left arm, the neck, I mean, he's collapsing. We might need to stop this thing, Jordan Castle.
You're absolutely right. He's a young kid, he's 16 years old. You mentioned he has a whole life to live. Forget professional wrestling.
But Bodhi,
Oh.
a never say die attitude, but Jordan Oliver rolling through. Wait, sunset flip into the cover.
Oliver,
2 count.
Oliver was going for that T-bone suplex, but Bodhi had it scouted to the
Jackknife pin.
jackknife.
Yes.
Sunset flip once again, 2 count back and forth. Maybe a sneak victory here could get you the W. Bodhi Young Prodigy up and down, a Blue Thunder bomb. Capitalizing into the pin. 2 counts. And you see Bodhi Young Prodigy, he's grasping at his hair, pulling at it, asking why, what do I need to do to walk away in one piece tonight?
Yeah, at what point in the contest do you question, I've thrown so much at my opponent, what else do I have left in my arsenal? What else do I have left in my toolbox?
If I'm being honest with you, Jordan Castle, I think we might have seen that moment in this contest about 10 minutes ago.
But Bodhi Young Prodigy has made a career, all 7 years of it, on innovation.
Could you imagine how embarrassing it would be for Jordan Oliver if he were to lose?
I don't think there's anything
kid?
embarrassing about losing to Bodhi Young Prodigy. He's a prodigy in every sense of the word. It's not just his name.
Oh, beautiful. What are we going to see here? Oliver, just flattening his opponent. Good God, the penalty kick. That one would have won you the World Cup.
Right to the injured arm there. And he's not letting go of it.
Yeah, if you control the arm of your opponent, you will control your opponent's entire body. Pectus excavatum. Jordan Oliver flipping out of it into the drop kick.
Oliver was going for the tiger bomb there, but Bodhi had it scouted once again.
BYP with the rope-assisted stunner. And I think this might be the moment BYP is looking to capitalize right here.
We've seen this before, Walker Stewart.
450 splash evaded. Oliver had it well scouted. And again, that left arm the target of the assault.
Oh, it's so hard to watch, man. It makes me wince.
And the arm bar applied.
Yes. As you said, once upon a time, Oliver was the flippy guy, but now he's shown that he has grown into a ring technician, a ring general, and a ring master.
I mean, Jordan Oliver with a well-deserved victory, Enoch. You'll notice the immediate tap from Bodhi Young Prodigy, no hesitation. As soon as that arm bar was locked in, Bodhi Young Prodigy's palm pounding that mat immediately.
Hey, yo. Man, this kid's 15, huh? 16. God damn. And Bodhi, for 16, I'd say you're pretty damn good. I started wrestling when I was 16 professionally. I know another kid, someone similar to your age, maybe he's 17 right now. He started wrestling when he was pretty young. He's one of the best in the world right now, Nick Wayne. Bodhi, if you keep working hard, if you keep yourself dedicated to professional wrestling, you get up every morning, you live, you breathe, you die for this, you might just be like Nick Wayne. You might just be like Eli Drake, Killer Cross, Chris Bay, Sifa, Lacey Ryan. You might be the next big star from FSW. Give it up for Bodhi. I know he said he's young, smart, and rich. But me, you know what I am. Jordan Oliver, East Coast Ace. I'm young, dumb, and
Powerful words from the victor tonight, the East Coast Ace, Jordan Oliver. Perhaps in many ways, a passing of the torch.
Well, some may consider it a passing of the torch, but the truth is, Jordan Oliver, your JCW World Champion. Bodhi Young Prodigy has not taken that away.
Let's give it up one more time for Bodhi Young Prodigy and Jordan